Hey, what's up YouTube? Today we're going to get you running some DOS games either on your computer or on your Pi. I'm going to make two separate videos. So to get started, whichever option you're going, you're still going to need DOSBox. So here I am at dosbox.com and there's some downloads here. Go ahead and download, and whether you're running Mac or Windows, go ahead and download the proper installer. As far as getting DOS games, there's a couple websites out there. I'm liking this one, DOS Games Archive. The only thing is a lot of these are the freeware versions, so they're not necessarily the full games, but there's some other websites out there as well. I mean, you can kind of find those out on your own time, MS-DOS Games Online, dosgames.com. So, and then dosgamesarchive.com. So I've already gone on here and I sorted by like popularity. So I got, Commander Keen, I got Heretic. I tried to pick some games that were not on Nacho's 64 gigabyte image because that's the image we're going to be messing with here. And so I've already downloaded the game. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize my browser here because I've just showed you how to kind of get everything. You want DOSBox and you want to get some of the games. Now the first thing is I've already installed DOSBox. As you see, it's right here. So rather than boring you, it's a very simple install process. Just double click the install folder, which should look something like this, and run it, and then you should get DOSBox. Now DOSBox is a little intimidating. I mean, you have to, it's in Z drive right now, and you have to do like different directories. Like I have to change it from CD to C drive. It's a lot of command lines. So if you want to do that, you can just, all that information is on the website, like all the commands. There is a frequently asked questions as well as how to use it tutorial over here, and you can see like how to run the commands and everything. So if you're into that, this is definitely a way to do it, to change the directory and then find the files. However, you could do all of this without even learning all that. It's that easy. So first thing to do is you do have to extract your zip files. So this is Duke Nukem. So you're going to get your zip, and I'm just going to put them all in a new directory here. And just to extract these zips. So as you can see, Heretic is already ready. It's an exe, so you don't even need to install it. Where I think Duke Nukem, and this is just a demo, and I think Duke Nukem, for example, gave you an install. So if it's already an exe, I can literally just drag the exe into my DOSBox, and there you go. Okay, so this one exe isn't install, so I'm going to go ahead and install. I want to install to drive C. Press escape to quit. Press Y. Oh, C. Sure. The trajectory does not exist. Do you want to? Yeah, okay. So I just had to tell it which hard drive I wanted to run on. And so I installed it. So now I got to go find it. Okay. So it seems like it installed into itself, which is great. That's perfect. And now let's run the game. So with this, with Heretic, for example, you had to do the exe and then run the exe, and then now I finally had it all, and you can see all the files in this directory here. So now they're all in that file that I just made, Heretic. So that's it. What you need to do is you need to get all the files extracted into a folder and then put them on your Pi. So now we are going to get our installed exe DOS games into our image. I'm running not just 64 gigabyte image because it's kind of already set up for you with the DOSBox and everything. A lot of emulators already come with DOSBox, but this has the XML file already created for you. So you can see I have my Pi on my other screen. This is my video capture card. We're not going to be using that at the moment, but what you do want to do is get your Wi-Fi going or a plug-in cable into your Pi to get on the network, and I'm just going into my Pi right now. I'm going to go into ROMs, and I'm going to go down to PC. That's where all your DOS games are stored on your emulation station or on your RetroPie or on most images. It'll be down here. And as you can see, each game has a folder as well as there's like a .bat file as well, and that's if you just want to run the game directly from your menu. I'm going to show you that in a second. So I'm just scrolling over to MS-DOS on my Pi. I can show you what I'm doing on my Pi here. So you see how I have like these, you could just launch these games directly and you get like all the art and everything, right? But this is like Duke Nukem, which I just installed, and it's a folder. So you go into the folder, and then I have the exe here, and I haven't scraped the artwork or anything yet, but I can definitely do that. That's what we're going to be doing, is just making a folder and getting them added to this image, because all these other games were already added to the image. And I'm sure you can get these in there if you just get the .bat, but some of these games don't have it set up for you, so I'm just going to kind of show you the down and dirty way to do it. Also, people want to see if Starcraft will work, so I'll show you. So, okay, I'm in PC, right? And you can see I've already tried doing Starcraft. I have the Starcraft Brood War, and I've already installed it, so I have the Starcraft.exe already here. And I could probably run it on my computer, but I want to be able to play it on my Raspberry Pi, because you can play Warcraft too. So I was thinking that maybe Starcraft would work. The other game I installed was Duke Nukem 2. I just dragged over. Remember earlier in the video, we showed you you do need to install all of the dosbox and get down to the exe. So from a zip to install. So then you get Duke 2. So I already dragged Duke 2 in here. I just called it Duke Nukem 2. And then I created a folder, and then it's Duke Nukem 2.exe. Okay, so that's what I did there. We also want to start adding these other games. So what do we have here? We have Heretic. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop in the whole Heretic into my Pi. Whoops. I think I put it in downloaded games. So once that's done, we actually just want to put it in PC. Make sure you don't put it in its own folder. Just moving that. K-E-E-N. And do be cautious that a lot of times these Linux file systems are case sensitive. Okay, so we've added Keen, we added Heretic. So now you want to go to your gameslist.xml. Go ahead and say open with. Let's go ahead and open it with WordPad. And I mean, you could do this alphabetical order or whatever, but I'm just going to do it like this. Or it might even, oh yeah, I think it just updates it automatically, because last time I did this, I had a different order here. So I just copy one of these. You want it from game to game, and we're going to add a new game, right? So we go game, we paste. So I've already added Duke Nukem, so I'm going to add Heretic. And I'm just going to leave the description the same, but you can change the description. You can also change the artwork here, the release date, all that stuff. But that's just information. It doesn't affect the actual gameplay. And then I need to find the actual path for Heretic. So we're going to go back into our Pi and in our PC. And I'm just going to type HER to get down there. Okay, so it's in the directory Heretic with all lowercase. And then it's going to be all uppercase heretic.exe. So here we go. So first is the directory, which is heretic. Then we have another backslash. Then we have heretic.exe, all capitals. And it's not a .bat, so there you go. So we have heretic.exe, right? That should be correct. Just double check everything. This is very case sensitive. Make sure everything is correct. Okay, so Heretic is done. The other game we added was Keen. So I believe that was just Keen, all uppercase, and then Keen.exe, right? And then we'll just change the name to Keen. Okay, but let's double check. I think one of the folders was actually lowercase, so K. Yeah, so all uppercase on the folder. You see, it's k6demo.exe, so we got to change that. Demo. So we have Keen, k6demo. That looks good. Okay, and then at this point, you just want to make sure you save. So you go ahead and hit the X, and they're like, "Oh, are you sure you want to do this save?" And they're like, "Do you sure?" And then you say, "Yes, this is fine." So now it's all on our Pi. So let's go. What we're going to do is shoot over to our Pi now, and let's see how it goes. So I'm going to go to part 2. There'll be a link in the description, and I should upload these 2 videos during the same time. But please click to part 2 to see them in the Pi and to see the gameplay, please.